have a new moon tomorrow, and it's supposed to be like it's the black moon. It's um, the 0 degree. So it should be like a reset button. And I wanted to talk about it and do a little bit of a reading here for you guys. So that's what I'm going to do. And I do have, what I'm going to do is all 12 signs. I'm going to start with Aries and go down. If you're following along on TikTok, I am also recording it on YouTube. So you should be able, if you miss your sign or whatever, you should be able to go to YouTube and find it. So I am inviting in angels, spirits, and guides, ancestors, archangels, and ascended masters. Okay, sorry, I just had to get a little light on the situation. Inviting fire element. Thank you for all the likes and the shares. TikTok, I appreciate you. Okay, so we're going to start with Aries. And we're wondering, like, what is the focal point for Aries for this moon? What kind of messages do we need here? Okay, so this is a Virgo card. You are good enough. The bottom of the deck is the answers you need are coming. Okay, so yeah, I do feel like this is a legit message. You know what I mean? You're good enough. So many of us don't know. We don't believe that. We don't believe in ourselves. So let's see. You are good enough. Okay, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. You're actually walking away from something. You're changing your mind about something. Something that maybe you thought wasn't fair or something like that. Something's changing. I think it's kind of a difficult decision. You could be overthinking it and not knowing what you want to do. But I think that you are good enough. You are. So if that's the thing that's holding you back, which it sort of looks like it is, you're good enough. Maybe you're feeling Aries right now, like, some other kind of way. The answers you need are coming. Here comes the Empress and the 10 of Swords, which is telling me that, well, the Empress is a divine feminine energy. And I do believe she's on the rise right now. Just collectively, like everybody is feeling the Empress energy. Everybody's feeling the divine feminine. She is love. She is creation. She is Mother Earth. And I think it's important to tap into that. The 10 of Swords here is, the 10 of Swords is kind of minor arcana death card, right? So Scorpio vibes. But also, air energy too. So it's like, it's about truth. It's about speaking. It's about, truth. Anyway, it's also about transformation, kind of like the death card. You know what I mean? So I do see a transformation coming in with the answers. You know what I mean? Like, you're letting go. You're moving on. You're leaving an old mindset. Maybe even, well, it's definitely got something to do with you're good enough. But let's clarify a couple more cards here for Aries. Yeah, Ace of Swords. This is talking about truth coming out. You speaking your truth. You're finally, or receiving, right? The truth that you are good enough is that you're being led to do. I see at the bottom of the deck that we have the Hangman card, which is talking about, can you guys see all? Let me see. Hello, YouTube. I'm so happy you're here. It's nice to see all y'all. We're checking out the new moon messages, starting with Aries, and this is where we're at. So let's get another clarifier on the. Okay. Okay. So the answer's coming. This could be about a love situation that ended. This could be about a love situation that you're ready to end. Or it's just, it could be about a mother and a child. Two of Cups is definitely about love. It's definitely about soul friendship. So, I think my own self, I think soul mates is what people call it, right? I call it soul friends. And the reason that I call it that is because it's really literally anyone who comes into has some kind of an impact on it. You know what I mean? That's what a soul friend is. And they come in all shapes and sizes, even your children. But what I feel like is there's a whole bunch of information coming in that's going to allow you to transform something, yourself, a relationship, something. But it's the truth that is it's the answer. And I think the truth that you're receiving is that you're good enough. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of us feel some kind of way about our value. Hi. Hello. I'm sorry, I'm not really watching the comments too much. I'm trying to get through all 12 zodiacs. So 6:54, and we are on Taurus. So let's try Taurus. Tell me what Taurus needs to know about this moon. Like, it's a reset moon. We know that. So what are they going to be like? What's Taurus's focus on for this moon? 2 cards comes out. Conclusions are within reach, and the answers you need are coming at the bottom of the deck. Be bold and make the first move. So Taurus, it sounds like kind of like the first one, right? Something's coming to a close. We do have this as an eclipse, and I know that the eclipse is coming in September. We have a whole nother round of eclipse season coming. So something could be about that, like maybe something that starts now, and you're going to figure it out by the eclipse season. It feels like you want to know something. It feels like you're being asked to move forward with something or move in a direction with something. And you're going to need to have courage to do it, is what it looks like to me. Clarify. Conclusions are within reach for Taurus, please, Spirit. Okay, there's a new beginning here. So something has to close out before you can start a new beginning. That's what I'm feeling like. That's what happens, You got to end one cycle to begin a new cycle. Okay, so it could be about something passionate, right? Because there's wands here, 10 of wands and ace of wands. So you're actually closing out something that seems like it's been a burden, like it's taken a long time. One more card on that, Spirit. One more card for conclusions are within reach. So I feel like you are letting go of something, right? You've been overthinking it. You're confused about it too. It looks like it could be something. Oh, it's a heartbreak. Something sad. It's something sad. But look what's happening to you, right? So wow, all 3 nines come out in that last pull. So you got the 9 of Pentacles first. This one is about knowing your value. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, Spirit's got your back. 9 of Swords, that's called the Nightmare card. So, and then the 9 of Cups. Now, the thing about 9s is I feel like these cards, they're about realizing stuff. You know what I mean? So you're realizing what you really want, who you really are, and what really is needing to leave, which is this Nine of Swords. It's not hard. So a lot of times, here's how I feel about the Nine of Swords. It's like you're up all night worrying about something, you know? And it's during those midnight hours or whatever where you get the answers that you need. And the answers that you're looking for is maybe like, how do I close out this cycle? What do I do? It's been a pain in my ass. And I think it's going to be like an aha moment for you with this moon coming up, and it's tomorrow. So I kind of feel like we're going to be getting some messages and some answers that we've been looking for with this moon. And that's kind of exciting. The answers you need are coming. What answers, Spirit? I mean, your realization cards are like pretty telling, right? Realizing who you are, what you want, what role Spirit plays in your life. Wow. So the answers you need are coming, is clarified by the Ten of Swords and the Two of Cups. So maybe the truth is coming out about a soul friendship. The truth is coming out. The Ace is at the bottom. And you're making a final decision here with the Judgment card. I do feel like all of us are going to be urged to listen to our higher self over the next 3 or 4 days, maybe a week. Listen to all the synchronicities you're getting, whether they're numbers. Like you guys, be on the watch for 999. Came out together, you know? So I think that's important. Let's see. Be bold and make the first move. King of Swords, Seven of Cups, and Five of Swords. So you're going to have to really be bold here, because I feel like there's some things tripping. Like maybe the way you're feeling, I don't know about yourself. Like, am I good enough? Look at my past. I don't really know. But this was the first card, remember? This King of Swords. And the King of Swords is tapped in, tuned in, and turned on at all times. He's led and guided by Spirit. And he doesn't make a move without Spirit, without his higher self guiding him. That's who this is. So I feel like, you know, like you're going to be given this energy, this strength of the King of Swords, you know, to speak your truth and to make fair decisions on because of what you know, what you've lived through. You know what I mean? I do feel like there's doubts here, so be careful of that. But it is happening. So, but I do see, Taurus, that you have some doubts about yourself. So I feel like this could be a good window of opportunity to let those go. You know what I mean? Like you're a ritual kind of person. You know what I mean? Like rituals on the full and new moons are pretty cool. And this one is actually a black moon. So pretty special energy. 1332. Let's look at Gemini. Let's look at what's coming in for Gemini this moon. Moon tomorrow. New moon. That was quick. Energy is gaining momentum. And there's a new star coming. New moon card and waxing moon card. Bottom of the deck, you are good enough. How about that? Like that's the second time that's come out today. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of self-doubts going on around the planet about your worth. So I think maybe that could be a collective thing that we all need to work on, like talking to our higher self and saying like, show me what I don't know, you know, show me what I need to know. Okay, so the energy's gaining momentum. The sun card comes out and the strength. Oh my gosh, those are both Leo cards. So the sun is about happiness. It is. It's the happiest card in the deck, but it's about abundance, wealth, self-discovery, spirit alignment. And then the crone is here. This is the strength card. So getting a dose of abundance and love in your heart and like this knowledge. with the crone card, right? Because the crone is basically like, you can do it. Like, do you know who you are? Are you sure? Do you realize who you are on this planet? So I feel like maybe that's a beautiful. Those are both major arcanas, which means that's what's supposed to be happening. Here's the moon card. So something that you didn't know is coming to light with the moon card. Something that you didn't see. It could be your own value, just because this card's showing up at the bottom of the deck. So tell me what the new beginning is with this. This is beautiful. So you're gaining strength and happiness and abundance here, and something's being revealed that you didn't know. A new start's coming, and you're here with this. Do I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? This is the Seven of Pentacles, and that's what it's about. Like, I put all this effort into this. Has it been worth it? What did I get back? Is it worth my time to continue? Eight of Pentacles. This could be about work, like something new on the horizon. I feel like there's something you have to close out first. Ten of Swords. This is actually doing a ritual. Let go of something. What is it? Is it work that you're gonna let go of, Gemini? Oh, it's some kind of loss of love. Something you've been hoping for, something you've been waiting for. Five of Cups. And now I feel like what you're doing is kind of like you're putting a boundary around yourself. You're like, I don't want this anymore. See the Five of Cups? See why I'm saying that? Because, usually this Five of Cups is about grieving, but this lady is not grieving. She's pouring it out. She's like, I fucking am sick of waiting. Do you see what's going on in the scene here? I'm going to show you both. So she's made a picnic and she's been waiting there. You know what I mean? She's been waiting for someone. They never came. And so finally she just dumps the cups out and gets on her way. I'm wondering if this is something about work. Or it could be something about like whether you want to work on something. You know what I mean? But it looks to me like you're letting go of something. And it looks like you're putting a boundary around yourself against it. So when I'm seeing all these pentacles, right? So it could have something to do with your work. It could have something to do with your money or tangible things. There's something coming to a close. You've decided you've waited long enough and you're going to end it because there is something new coming. Tell me what new is coming in here. Independence. And the Nine of Swords is here. So it tells me that you're scared. You're scared of what? Maybe being alone. Maybe this could so we got all the pentacles there. So I'm thinking like, is it about like quitting a job that's just no longer fulfilling you? Like you've been up all night and you're thinking about money. You're like, shit, how do I do it? But you've got 7, 8, and 9 pentacles here. You know what I mean? So I'm feeling like, yeah, something new is happening with your money situation is what it looks like. You're good enough. 6 of Pentacles here. So another pentacle. This must be all about earthly things, That's what pentacles are, usually money, but it could be anything, home, whatever. But the 6 of Pentacles in this picture, it's about somebody kind of screwing somebody over, something that's not fair. And it could have been something that happened when you were really young and you've just carried it with you. So you feel some kind of way, like I'm not good enough or something. Yeah, and you're thinking back through your life and it's kind of topsy-turvy. You're like, I don't know. I just don't know. 2 of Pentacles. So there's a big decision you need to make, and it's imperative that you love yourself enough to make it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like someone screwed you over at some point and it's affected your entire journey. That's what it looks like. And so it's very like seeing these two twos. You got a two of swords and a two of pentacles. It's telling me that you have a hard time making decisions or putting yourself first, you know, because of what happened in your past. You know, there's definitely something here where you're afraid to speak up for yourself. And I think that's sort of the issue here. But I feel like this moon is shining some new light on it. Like, you've done this your whole life. It's revealing a pattern. And the pattern is over. You're walking away. Look, 8 of Cups. Walking away and starting something brand freaking new. You know what I mean? So, wow. Who is this? Gemini? This looks pretty good, but it looks like also like you're having a kind of a hard time accepting the new beginning. But I do see that it's successful here, whatever it is. So, jump, Gemini, jump. Whatever it is you want to go toward, no matter how scared you are, it's telling me you're going to be fine. It could be you starting a new business, because that 9 of Pentacles is very much about your soul leading you into the area that you want to go. 21, 31. Okay, Cancer is next. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hitting the like button. Appreciate you. We are on Cancer now for the new moon. That's tomorrow. That will be tomorrow night, right? Like early in the early morning of the next day. Have faith in your dream. Cancer, and luck is on your side. That's beautiful. And it's a time for healing. So Cancer is doing some healing. Something lucky is coming in for you. And Spirit is saying, like, please trust yourself. Trust your dreams. Trust what you want. So let's clarify. Have faith in your dreams for Cancer. I feel like when I'm looking at this card, it's about focusing on moving forward and not looking back, digging deeper for courage and being patient as events unfold. Queen of Pentacles, know your value, because something is changing. The World card is here. That's the end of a cycle. It is the World card. So I feel like, look, surrender at the bottom with the Queen of Cups. Surrender. You're about ready to go in a new direction. I see the Chariot at the bottom, which is movement. It's movement and alignment. But the World card is definitely like you made it all the way through the major arcana, made it all the way through one whole cycle of lesson, and you're moving on to a new one. So what do you want? Because what's unfolding is an ending. And then you go right into a brand new beginning. And you're dreaming it into existence, Cancer. And it's so important here to know your value. You have to hang on to that. Because I feel like it could be a struggle to do that. There's that Chariot again. And the Queen of Swords. So I feel like there's a group of people that probably need to have a boundary put on them. I think that's what you're ending, a struggle with someone or some people, like a group. And you're figuring it out here in the Queen of Swords. I feel like because they're using the Queen of Swords, I feel like this could be something that's emotional. You know what I mean? Because she has to remove her heart before she makes a decision. She doesn't decide on emotion. She decides on logic, setting boundaries, that kind of thing. There's also a little book, and a pen at the bottom corner of this card, which is telling me to remind you guys to write it out. You know, write, journal. And then the chariot cards here. So your major arcanas for this moon so far are to end a cycle and to begin and go in a brand new direction, creating things. You do have to cut something out, something or some people. Could be a group of friends, right? Luck is on your side. And then we're clarified with a Sagittarius card. This is about alchemy. This is about changing the way you see something. Alchemy is kind of like restructuring your thought patterns so you don't have to hate someone. So you don't have to hang on to the anger. You don't have to hang on to grief. You change the way it looks so you realize it's a lesson. So I feel like that's happening to Cancer. Like, to see something for what it truly is, something that you didn't know before, something that's been hidden from you. And another 10 of Swords coming out. See all the endings happening with this cycle of this moon. It's 0 degree and it's very, very much a reset. So you definitely are going, we're all going to have something just like that. And then in comes the new. So what I see is luck being on your side is transmuting energy of something you're finding out that you didn't know before. I think you're just letting it go and turning it into love. And when you do that, something brand new is coming in. Ace of Pentacles. This is like it could be like a job offer or a new home. It could be anything related to the earth, you know. So yeah, so a time for healing. What's healing for these guys? 8 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. Wow. You can't even believe these cards sometimes, huh? Time for healing. This is a healing card. What you're healing up from is something to do with work. 8 of Pentacles. Something you've been working on. And I feel like it's a time for rest and a time for like focusing on letting go, but also looking at a brighter future. You know what I mean? So that's what I see. And it looks to me like with this moon card right here, it looks to me like it'll be maybe right after when the moon just becomes a crescent. So the healing might come then just because of that. You have all crescent moons here. All waxing crescent moons. So it might not be exactly on the moon. You might be letting go on the moon. But as the moon starts to build, I think that's when all the changes will happen. Just because of those cards. Hello, hello. 2822 for Leo. Okay, let's see, Leo. Time to breathe out. You've been holding your breath. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Your hard work is paying off. Okay, so if you've been holding your breath, it's time to exhale, Leo. It's time. Let it go. There's some adjustments that need to happen, but spirit and your higher self is going like, you've been working so hard. Let me show you what's coming in next. It looks like it's beautiful. Let's see what's going on. Time to breathe out for Leo spirit. Yeah. Okay. So somebody got their heart broke. But as soon as you let that go, your wishes are coming true. That's what that says to me. So exhale the three of it's a sad card. It's loss, it's grief, it's heartbreak, right? But I feel like when you do that, when you really like exhale, don't hold on to it. Don't stop breathing. Like that's the whole thing for us. Breath. Adjustments are, what are they for Leo? What's Leo's adjustments? Get used to winning. Six of Wands, that's about success and being like shown success. And Ten of Cups, tons of love around you. Are you ready, Leo? Ten of Cups, it could be family love, it could be community love, it could be romantic love, but whatever it is, you're being successful at the love thing. So I think the Tower is here too. So it tells me this is going to be a shocking situation, but it's here for your benefit. You're winning in Six of Wands. Winning, winning, winning. People are acknowledging you. People are going like, wow, you're amazing. And then you've got this Ten of Cups, which is, I don't know, I love the Ten of Cups. Who wouldn't, right? It's love from every angle. Your hard work is paying off. How so? Spirit. How so for Leo? Okay. So you've been working pretty hard for a long time. Ten of Wands. You're kind of at the end of the road. You are. It's time for something new. Tens are endings, right? And they become new beginnings. There's your card. Being your authentic self. Your authentic Leo, the lion, strong self. Your hard work is paying off. You're coming into your own energy here. It could be because of the love thing, but you are having some kind of, I don't know, celebration here or somebody coming back to you. Wow, look at that. It's a soul friend. Definitely a message of love coming in, and possibly a reunion with a soul friend. That's what it looks like. But like, I feel like it's happening because you're letting go of something that's been dragging you down. Ten of Wands. And you get your own energy, and someone's coming in because they're attracted to it. They're offering you love. So it looks like yours is kind of about love all the way through it. Even though you have your heartbreak, like it's bringing in your wish fulfillment. Like, so maybe you had to let go of something or someone, and it was hard, but something beautiful is coming in because of it. So I just take whatever resonates with that. Now we're at Virgo. I believe this new moon is in Virgo, but I could be wrong. 33. Holy shit. Virgo. Do you see that? That's your timestamp. Well, we know what your sync is then. Threes. 33. All right. So tell me this magical moon for Virgo. I'm pretty sure it's in your sign, Virgo. Look at the bigger picture. Okay. You are good enough. It comes out again. And don't let your past hold you back. Load. There's something ending that's been tough. I saw it peeking at me at the bottom of the deck. Let's see. I'm going to grab this deck of cards here. Okay, Virgo. Tell me about Virgo. And the moon. The moon, 0 degrees. Reset button. Look at the bigger picture of a heartbreak. Possibly of a child. And healing from it. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. So this could be something that happened when you were a child. You know what I mean? A heartbreak. I do feel like there's a giant portion of healing coming in. Looking at the bigger picture is a hard thing to do when it's something that hurts us, like the Three of Swords. This card kind of like hinting that maybe it would be a good idea to do some writing on the new moon tomorrow. Like do some writing about maybe about your childhood or whatever this page is representing. It could be your child, it could be your childhood, but definitely there's some healing coming in. So the way I've healed from every single thing, it's to find the blessing in it, you know. And I know that that's like if you're at the very beginning of a loss or a heartbreak, it's very hard to see the bigger picture. It's very hard to see like what your soul might have had planned when you experienced this heartbreak. Like where did it take you next? You know what I mean? Like I feel like that is the key to it's the key to healing it, is finding the reason for it. That's what I feel like anyway. That's just my personal opinion. You are good enough for love. And I think that you can create it, bring it into existence anytime you want. You are good enough. You are powerful enough. You have it. You have the gift. We all have the gift. I was just talking to this girl yesterday and she was telling me all the people in her family that had the gift. And I said, look, we all have the gift. We're all souls. We all can communicate with spirit. It's just a matter of if we work at it, if it's our desire, if we're being led in that direction, you know. Some people aren't led in the direction, or some people just don't like it. And it's up to you. You know, you don't have to partake in it. But I see you doing it, Virgo. I do. I feel like you're whipping that wand around, making a tornado and saying like, I'm changing the shit. I'm changing my life. I'm changing me. I'm changing the way I see my life and myself. Don't let your past hold you back. Clarify that for Virgo spirit. This is a South Node card. So, you know, your South Node is basically, you know, how we come in, like what personality we take on, what we're used to, because it's a past life, right? At least that's what they say. Your past, let's see. So your South Node is clarified by the Queen of Cups. So this is about out there. She's so loving, the Queen of Cups. She um, is definitely all love and emotional too. Very, very weepy, that kind of thing, right? Um, the key to getting through the Queen of Cups energy and the point of her, I think you finally get to the point where you just surrender to your higher self. Like, I don't know what's going on right now, but I'm just going to let you handle it. I trust you. Like, you're the one that made the plan. I'm just the body and the mind. And, like, I trust you, Spirit. I trust you. So, I do feel like there's something here that you're going to have to let go of in order for you to make an offer of love or lead with love. Like, you're going to have to probably let go of the Three of Swords, whatever happened when you were little. That's what it looks like to me. You know, let it go. Yeah, and the moon is the perfect time. I feel like if you are a person who feels small, because it looks like with the very first couple cards, maybe you have. Like you've had that tendency to feel smaller than other people. And I feel like with the moon, it's going to illuminate like how important you are to this universe. And I don't think it's just Virgo that this is happening for. I feel like it's everyone, you know? Like, we need to realize our value, like right friggin' now, with what's happening in our world. We do. We have to realize our power. Eight of Wands. That's your power. And this one shows it too, because you've got a little tiny house cat looking into the water, and he sees how powerful he is. And I feel like that's probably what's going to be happening to you. You're going to realize maybe a new gift, something beautiful is being given to you with the new moon. So I'm excited for that for you, Virgo. Let's see, Libra. 4049. Okay. 4049. Libra. Tell me about the moon. Tell me about the new moon tomorrow for Libra. What's going on? Hold your vision. Yeah, stay. Whoops, sorry. Grateful. I am grateful to be here with you today. I'm grateful to be doing a moon reading and seeing what's coming in. So hold your vision in time for healing, and then bottom of the deck, bring love into the situation. Well, that's kind of good. Hold your vision. What do you want? What is it you truly, truly want? Have you ever thought about that? Like, what do I really want? Hold it. Hold on to it. Because moons are when they start to happen. Clarify this for Virgo. Hold your vision. Okay. Uh-oh. 9 of Wands and Queen of Swords. Okay, let me get one. I feel like you could be deciding that you don't need to. You're seeing the truth of who you are. You're seeing the truth of every single thing that has happened to you in your life. And it's changing the way you think. You're cutting out people that don't work in your life anymore. I feel like there are certain people that have been in your life that have not had value for you or your work or something like that. And it's made you kind of just like have a boundary up around yourself. And I feel like the truth is setting you free here with the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords. She's actually cutting the people out of her life. And I feel like she's doing it because she's been meditating. Her higher self is guiding her. This has to go in order for you to reach this place, right? I think you've been talking to your higher self a lot about this. You're starting to heal, and it begins with cutting out people who are not doing you any favors, The second card is time for healing, Libra. It's clarified by the Lord of the Shadows. Here's the first message I want to give you from the Lord of the Shadows. There's someone that's crossed over, that's walking with you. Not just you, but your family, your lineage. So it could be you and your parents and your grandparents. It could be you and your children and your grandchildren. I'm not sure. Both ways apply. But I feel like there is healing, and there's someone on the other side making sure this is going to happen. Okay, so let's see more about that. Yeah, they're giving me some kind of special gift. It's like, I don't know. It's the music of your own soul. This is spirit handing you something. So be ready. This could even be this person that's following you, like, the Lord of the Shadow. So there's someone on the other side watching out for you, taking care of you, and bringing a gift too. It's going to happen when you're up all night. You could be afraid. You could feel afraid, but you will, it could come in the form of realization. You know what I mean? Because it's a 9, right? And 9's a realization. Yeah. There's a new beginning coming, Ace of Pentacles. So there's something here that's got to be worked out. Something that's got to be healed from. It's over here. It's somebody not having value for you, and it's always affected you. It's even affected what you want or what you feel like you deserve. You have 2 9s here, so your sync could be 9-9. And bring love into the situation as this thing closes out and you start a brand new beginning. What is closing out? The World Tree. Tell me what's closing out. Oh, all right, so there's your own card, Justice card, 8 of Wands, and the 2 of, bring love into the situation for yourself. That's the love. Bring it in there. You know, you deserve justice. You deserve your own energy. You deserve to be authentic. You deserve to feel however you freaking feel. And that is coming in very quickly. It could be in the form of messages. It could be like, there's something here about a decision you have to make, and it's important that you choose yourself. You have to love yourself enough to choose yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then there you are, going on your merry way, being guided by your higher self even too. So I feel like what's going to happen in order for you to like bring love into this situation, which is self-love, I think you're going to have to start doing stuff that makes you happy. Because the Knight of Wands, that's what that is about. It's about doing all the things that make your inner self smile. You know that feeling, that little cute feeling you get in your belly when something cool happens and you're just loving it? It usually happens when, well, like my grandkids will say something, I get this little tickle. And I feel like that's what this is about. It's about the tickle, but maybe not from, maybe from a grandkid, but maybe just from like, you haven't done this in a long time. Go bowling. You haven't done this in a long time. Take a hike, right? Whatever it is that you haven't done in a long time, but you used to really love it, but you just got too busy. Like, make time to do something to love yourself. That's what I'm feeling with this new moon, and it is tomorrow. And the next day, we'll have this energy for about a week, I would guess. So, let's see, 48. Okay, so Scorpio's next. Let's see what Scorpio's got coming for the new moon tomorrow. Let's see. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. Be bold and make the first move. You're very close to achieving your goal, and nothing is set in stone. So things are changing, right? I do feel like you're going to have to make the first move for what you want. This seems like it's impossible, this blue moon card. It's like, what? Are you kidding me? It's impossible. That couldn't happen. Believe in it. Believe in it. There's a miracle on the way for Scorpio. And I hope you guys are hearing me. Okay, tell me what's the miracle? What's the miracle? A brand spanking new beginning. A brand spanking. It's the Fool card. Brand new. Like, okay, what's it look like? What's the new beginning? It looks like something's changing here. 6 of Swords. This is about a change of thought. Okay, so because swords are thoughts, these guys are in a boat. They're being led. So it's like you're being led by your higher self to a new way of thinking. You're thinking of something else. It could be about yourself. Because when I look at the waterfall on this card, what I notice is what waterfalls really do. And they they can definitely cut a mountain in two, you know, over time. They just keep doing it. So I feel like there's been a big change in your thoughts, and whatever they're leading you to could very well be um, something that the whole world will see. You know what I mean? That's what happens with a waterfall. You know what I'm saying? The Nine of Swords is here. So again, this card has been out a lot today. It's come out a lot. And it's called the Nightmare card. And it's like you're worried about something. You're up all night. You can't sleep. But nines mean realizing something. So there's a realization here coming in for you, Scorpio. Are you realizing something that you didn't know before? What is it? What are they realizing? Okay, who you truly are, maybe? You've got two kings coming out. One is the King of Cups, which is you, and one is the King of Pentacles. So it could be like the energy of them, right? King of Pentacles is about money. King of Cups is about love. So maybe your new beginning is taking on these two energies. Everything you touch turns to gold. You're coming from a place of love, and that's your new beginning. It could mean that. For some of you, like when you get two kings like that, it could mean like a same-sex relationship too. Believe in the impossible. Is there somebody that you're interested in? You know what I mean? Because it's denoting love and a change of heart and something. So I don't know if this is like a same-sex thing, but it definitely could be. You could even have a choice of two people, because at the bottom of the deck is this Two of Swords. So you're going like, what do I do? I have two people to choose from. I have a brand new beginning and I don't know what to do. Be bold and make the first move. Tell me that one, Spirit. Let's clarify. Be bold and make the first move. Queen of Pentacles. So there's a match. Four of Pentacles. Be bold and make the first move. You're holding back. Lots of Pentacles here. Lots and lots. So this could be about work. It could. But it also looks like love. I feel like you're holding back about something. Like you're holding back. You're talking to your higher self. You're tapping into spirit. Maybe to see what you should do. Page of Pentacles, like you're feeling a little like, I'm not sure what I should do about this situation, right? You're overthinking. This is a Wheel of Fortune moment, Scorpio. Be bold. Make it. Is this going to happen whether whether you really want it to or not? The Wheel of Fortune here. I feel like, something pretty cool. What's happening? So it tells me the Wheel of Fortune is coming in. So it's something that you had planned before you came here. It has to happen, right? Six of Pentacles. Something maybe needs to be made fair. It could be an apology. But you're scared. Yeah, you are. You're fucking really scared. You're being silent. You're not doing anything. How come? So another Pentacle. Knight of Pentacles. This is the soul plan. It's telling me like this is their soul plan and they don't want to do it. How come they don't want to do it? Why don't they want to make the first move? What's holding them? Oh, upside down lover. Something that didn't work out, but you love them. That's why. Six of Cups. So it's somebody you think about all the time, whoever this is. You're thinking about them a lot. All right, let's go to the next area here. You're very close to achieving your goal. You're very close to achieving your goal, Scorpio. What does this mean for Scorpio? What is their goal? Love. Offering me love successfully with a wish fulfillment. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, right? Something you want to work on, but you don't know how to go forward. Spirit is saying, like, stand up and do what you want. You're very close. You're getting Emperor energy here. You can create anything you want. Hermit card. So this could mean that this is all coming at you, but you're remaining in the Hermit card. Like, closed off. It could also mean that you're getting this Emperor energy and it's fully charged and you are completely tapped into your value and your light and your knowing, right? The Hermit card is a beautiful card, you know, it is. It's about tapping into your higher self and understanding really the bigger picture of who you really are. So nothing is yet set in stone. Let's clarify that one. Ace of Wands and Judgment. Nothing's yet set in stone. There is a new beginning coming in with the Ace of Wands. And then the Judgment card is about making a decision. So you get to decide. You don't have to go back to this person or offer love or anything like that. That's what this is telling me about you. You know, that something is happening and you're not sure really what you want. But you get to decide. You get to decide. Sun cards at the bottom. I feel like it's all going to work out great with the sun at the bottom of the deck because it means that no matter what you decide, you're going to come out smelling like a rose, feeling confident, feeling all the love for yourself and other people. I definitely see an alignment with this too. So I think you got to get the alignment. And then once you're aligned, your higher self and you will make a decision together, you know? And it's saying like, hey, you still have input. The mind still has input here. Nothing is set in stone. What do you want, Scorpio? You know, you can have whatever it is you want. I don't know why that card was upside down the other day too. So I don't know. I'll put it right back up. And that's what I got for you, Scorpio. I hope it made sense. Let's see, Sagittarius, 57. Okay, Saggy. Let's see what's coming in for Saggy. Okay, Sagittarius, it's a time to give rather than take. Have faith in your dreams and work through your fears. Okay, that's pretty good messages so far, huh? Let's see. Time to give rather than take, Spirit. Can you clarify that for Sagittarius? Time to give rather than take. Five of Swords. Hate that card. Two Cups. Okay. And the Sun. All right. It's a time to give rather than take. It looks to me like there's like a fight, like a misunderstanding, or you're really finding out like either you don't have value for someone or they don't have value for you, and it's the Two of Cups thing. So it's a soul friend. It could be anybody though. It doesn't have to be a lover or a mate, a romantic. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be a friend, and you just suddenly understand that. Hang on a second. Okay. Sorry, I have to put this puzzle together over here on TikTok. Okay. So yeah, so somebody doesn't have value for another in a Two of Cups relationship. So it could be, you know, a parent, a child, a cousin, a best friend, or something, right? And I think that the card is saying like it's time for you to give rather than take, for there to be happiness here. Have faith in your dreams. Let's clarify that for Sagittarius spirit. Have faith in your dreams. Okay, Zero card. New beginning, brand spanking new. Five of Pentacles. You feel like you're not enough. There's a new opportunity, but you feel like you're not enough. You're just sitting here. So King of Swords is saying like you need to cut out this feeling that you're not enough if you want a new beginning, you know? And it's a love beginning. I mean, it's either a love beginning or this is saying like, dude, you got to start leading with love and not, and toward yourself too, because the Five of Pentacles is about feeling like you're not worth anything. And the King of Swords coming out next saying, cut it out. And the Knight of Cups saying, lead with love, man. No matter what you're doing, no matter where you're going, no matter who you talk to, be kind. How hard is it, right? So I kind of feel like if you want to make something come true, you got to get out of this negative Nelly energy of the Five of Pentacles saying, I'm not good enough. So that's important. Work through your fears. That's kind of like an extension of that five, right? Work through your fears. Yeah, let them go. That's a beautiful message for this moon. I'm not even going to clarify that because it's the Ten of Swords. She's clearly doing a ritual to let go. 10 of Swords is about ending. It's about a minor arcana death card. Like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to feel like I'm not enough. I'm not going to feel like I'm not worthy. You know what I mean? So that's what I see happening here. And it starts out over here. Like, this is important. I don't know who this Two of Cups is, but Spirit's asking you to give to this relationship rather than take from it. So again, it could be a sibling, a friend, a lover, whatever. But there's a rift there, like a disagreement or something, like somebody feels slighted in the thing. And so it doesn't matter. It might even be you that feels slighted, but Spirit is saying it's time to give right now. Like, this is a time to like offer love. Here it is again. And let go of the fear. You know, let go of it. When it's the new moon night, make sure that you're like, I'm releasing any fear, any toxic pattern, anything that makes me feel less than. I release it with this moon. Take it away. And so it is, you know, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on here. Let me see. 1, 4. All right, Capricorn, let's see what the moon cards have for you. You are good enough. God, that keeps coming out. I mean, look at the bigger picture. And the bottom of the deck is meditate and contemplate. It's good advice for anybody. Okay, let's see. Let me get a different deck. You are good enough. Why does Capricorn need to know that they're good enough? What's going on with Capricorn? Eight of Pentacles could be about work, what you've been working on, what you do for work. You could be working on a relationship, right? And you're trying to figure out, do I want to put any more effort? Seven of Pentacles. Should I stay? Should I go? 9 and 10 of Wands. You're feeling, you know, like you have to protect yourself. You're feeling like you're tired and worn out. You want to just stop. But look what's at the bottom of the deck that you don't see. The 10 of Pentacles. Capricorn. So you're feeling all kinds of way, like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. And what you don't see is what's coming or what you have, right? So I just wanted to show that to you. Tell me what the bigger picture is for Capricorn. Like that 10 being at the bottom could mean like you don't even see it, but you already have everything, you know? Tell me, Capricorn, look at the bigger picture, Spirit. Oh, it's the 6 of Cups, which is somebody you cannot stop thinking about. It could be an old lover. It could be a friend. It could be something that was shocking and it ended and you didn't know why. Like, what the fuck? And I feel like you can't stop thinking about the ending of it. That could be with a fire sign. Leo, Aries, Sag. 7 of Swords. So it looks like there's something sneaky going on here with the King of Wands. Like they're in hiding or they're sneaky, right? Look at the bigger picture. Okay, so something came apart. It looks like it was like a friendship or a relationship or something. The tower hit and it was a sneaky kind of thing. But what I see happening is 9 of Pentacles. So this is a card of being single, right? It is, but it's also a card of being led completely by your higher self. It's understanding that no matter what happens in your life, no matter how shitty it ever gets, you know that your soul takes care of you. You know what I mean? You know that the universe has your back. That's what the 9 of Pentacles is. It's a feeling of content. Like, I'm good. Thank you, Spirit, right? So it looks like there was something that happened, but looking at the bigger picture is like who you turned into be after this thing fell apart. You're free. You're in love with yourself. You're in love with life. You're in love with your soul. And you're content. So even though sometimes it seems like, like with the tower moment, right? The tower is spirit removing something, and it's removing something out of your life and it hurts. It does hurt. But at some point, when you realize that it was spirit that was doing you a favor, your higher self, like, no, this isn't the way. This isn't the way. It just feels too bogged down. We got to change it. And it's hard because the mind hasn't caught up, with the soul. But in the 9 of Pentacles, the mind is on the same page as the soul. And it's a beautiful, beautiful place to be. So I feel like that's coming in for you, Capricorn. Meditate and contemplate. It's the Pisces vibe. Tell me what you're meditating and contemplating on. This is definitely new moon vibes. 9 of Swords, a change. Like you're thinking about some kind of change. And maybe like maybe meditating and contemplate, like, what do I really want? Like, what do I really want? I don't know. And how many of us feel like that? I do all the time. And I'm thinking like, what do you really want? Like, what? And then I look around and I'm like, I fucking have it. I have it. I have what I want. Yeah. So I think you're like thinking about making a move, but you're not sure what to do. But your higher self is going to tell you. The High Priestess is here. So there's going to be a chance to hook up with your higher self and get direct messages on what way to go. Maybe even like you'll have a dream about something that you've always wanted, 9 of Cups. You know what I mean? Like there's messages coming in from your higher self over this new moon. And it's really, honestly, it's quite a big window. It probably already started because it's like supposed to happen like in the middle of tomorrow night. So you could already have started getting synchronicities. You could already like started to have dreams. If not, set the intention before you go to bed. Higher self, I want to know. I want to know this. I want to know that. And see what happens, because I think it's kind of magical when we do that. Aquarius is next. Aquarius, new moon tomorrow. What's going on for Aquarius? South Node, don't let past hold you back. So that's here. Bring love into the situation. That's an Aquarius card. Don't let your pride get in the way. And that's a full moon in Leo card. There's some adjustments that need to be required, right? So there's something going on from your past, you know, like I don't know what your South Node is, but you should maybe look into it and see what it is, because that might give you an idea of what the struggle really is and where it's coming from, right? It's hard to let go of South Node stuff. We don't want to. We're comfortable there. It's a comfort zone. Okay, so it's about a Two of Cups. Don't let your past hold you back. Two of Cups. The Lovers and the Knight of Wands. Do you have a pattern of choosing people who can't commit? Or is that you? It could be you, or it could be that you are in a pattern picking people like that, but it could be your own pattern. You know, like the Knight of Wands, like in this situation, like in the middle of the Two of Cups and the Lovers, I feel like the Knight of Wands is someone who, it could be someone very promiscuous, you know, somebody who doesn't just be with one person, they just can't. You know, it's also Sagittarius, Leo, and what is it? I'm trying to think of it. Aries, Leo, Sag, yeah. So it's a fire sign, right? But they get the rap of just kind of like being pretty selfish and doing what they like to do, and they don't really commit, right? So don't let your past hold you back, whatever that means for you. Just give me one more card so I understand, Spirit. You're walking away. You're walking away. It could be one certain person that you're interested in that you haven't let go of, and you're finally going to walk away, but you're sort of hanging on. It could be somebody you're married to. I don't know. Bring love into the situation. This is your vibe, Aquarius. Let's see what it means. Bring love into this situation. Nine of Pentacles. This is an interesting Nine of Pentacles because Nine of Pentacles is usually a single energy, and in this specific deck, it's actually got a man, a woman, and two children. And so what I get from this Nine of Pentacles is don't be scared of losing your independence in a relationship, because it's possible to have the independence as well as love, as well as, you know, a co-parenting situation. So don't put a boundary up around yourself because you feel like you don't want to lose your independence. That's what I'm getting. Know your strength, know who you are. It's called the Crone, but it's really about understanding every single thing that's happened to us, all the negative as well as the positive, right? But understanding what it gave you, the strength it gave you to move forward or to, you know, change your circumstances or whatever, right? Because like at some point in time, you felt kind of ripped off. It could be this situation. Like you put all your love into this Knight of Wands and they split, and it's not fair. And I think you gained your independence, but I feel like this is still in the way, So, yeah, another two, yeah, it's the same. Two of Cups, right? I have about a deck and a half of these cards, so when they come out twice, I just, like it's about somebody that you loved a lot. It's also about a soul contract with the Two of Cups. It's a soul contract. You know this person. You made a plan with them. And I think like that's part of like bringing love into the situation. Know what part they played. And sometimes it's hard to forgive people, but when you realize they played a part in your soul journey, it turns, it changes. And I wouldn't be surprised if that happens to a whole bunch of people with this moon. And then sorry. And then you get the new beginning, right? And so the third card is don't let pride get in your way. Remember, we did have a Leo card here already saying, like, are you being too prideful? Maybe that whole lion thing. You can use, that card can mean pride, but it can also mean strength and the strength to understand the bigger picture and that kind of thing. Don't let pride. What are they being prideful about, Spirit? Yeah, the same damn thing. It's the Six of Cups. It's a love situation. It hurt you so bad. It's you gave them everything you had. You can't stop thinking about this. It's definitely time to surrender the situation. You have to let it go and move forward. Once you do that, you're moving into new territory. This is the battle wagon in this one, but it's the chariot. And it's about being aligned, body, mind, soul, moving in the same direction. It's beautiful. So I think what you have to do is surrender the outcome. Like, I'm not going to try and control it anymore. I'm over it. I'm not going to try and get this person's attention. I'm not going to call them. I'm not going to write them. I'm over it. Spirit, take it away. I feel like it's sort of like taking a Calgon bath, right? Calgon, take me away. Let's see here. We've got Pisces next, and the time is 1:18. Okay, Pisces, let's see what's going on with you. Okay, time to release negativity. Something you're worried about. It says nothing will come of the situation. So it's time to release negativity. Let's take a look at that. Pisces, what do you need to let go of with this moon? What do you need to let go of for once and for all? The Seven of Wands, thinking everyone's attacking you, right? That's one thing. You need to release negativity around that. Because whatever this means for you, this negative energy, like, oh my God, everyone's attacking me, it was part of your plan. It did serve a purpose. I just want you to know that. There's something, a new offer coming in. It could be an offer of love. Or this could be you coming into your own energy. And I've seen that a lot today too. Like, this moon is going to align us to the point where we're actually in our own energy. So I do feel like there's this time and space where you're going to have to let go of like this defensiveness, though. It's part of the plan for that to happen. Nothing will come of the situation. Tell me what that is. An offer of love, Knight of Cups. So if there's someone coming in with love, with a love offer, why would they be? Tell me more about it. Surrender it. Surrender the outcome. Five of Pentacles is here, saying like, I don't know, like you feel like you're not good enough for this offer or something. You could be like stopping this from happening because of the way you feel about yourself. Remember up here, you're feeling it here too. You got to surrender that feeling, okay? And then bring love into the situation. You do have a King and Queen of Cups, or yeah, King and Queen of Cups here, which is it's a couple that match vibration. But you've got all this fear surrounding you, so I do feel like there's an offer. But if you're gonna stay feeling like you're not good enough, I don't think anything's gonna happen. Bring love into the situation for Aquarius. What is that? Okay, so it could be like a family situation. I feel like you're holding on to something, or you're holding back from something, from embracing your own true self. That's what it is. This card is kind of telling me like focus on the sun. At the bottom of the deck, I see the Temperance card, which is about alchemy. And the sun is the perfect card to alchemize, because it's almost like you can think of all the good things that you have in your life. And it will take away the negative feelings. You know what I mean? You got to turn around how you're feeling. You got to take fear and turn it into like appreciation and love for yourself, you know? So that's what I feel like you're doing with this moon. I feel like you're kind of letting go of some fear about that you have about yourself. And I think this is interesting here because there is a love offer coming in, but I don't know if you're even going to see it or take them up on it. It says nothing's going to come of the situation, and it's because of the way you feel about yourself. So I don't know what kind of an offer it is. It could be a love offer. It could be an offer of friendship even, right? But it looks like you're like super closed off to it all the way through. And I think, be careful with that. Be careful with that self-doubt and that feeling that you're not enough. I feel like that's what's going away. I think collectively, I've seen that message probably more than any other message. It's almost like, we've got to start loving ourselves. You know what I mean? Well, hello, TikTok. Hi, sorry I had you down there. I know you guys like to ask questions. So if you have some questions, go ahead and put them in the question thing and I'll get to you. Hello, hello. How's it going over here? Hi, Dan. Hello. I don't know anybody over here on TikTok. I mean on YouTube. So I'm gonna hang up YouTube and I'm gonna focus on TikTok for a minute. If you guys have some questions, I'll be right with you guys. If you guys want to join me, I am on TikTok and answering questions live. So I will see you over there. I'll get the timestamps up here pretty soon. Love you guys. Have a great day.